I make a bunch of random videos about everything. So if if I can't say it any other way, I just have to say it like that. I wanted to make an intro video for my channel, and I find it very difficult to do because I've made a bunch of random videos going back in '96, and I started uploading some of those videos around 2004. And it's important to understand that I've had a bunch of different YouTube channels. You wouldn't believe how many, like at least 35. I've counted them before, about 35 or more, and some of them have been terminated. Probably 3 or 4 of them, but who's counting? But I wanted to make a really quick video trying to tell people, uh, welcome to my channel, and I'm Oatmeal Joy Arnold, and I make a bunch of random videos, and that doesn't help you. If you were coming here thinking, oh, do I want to watch his videos? What are his videos all about? What does he do? What is this monster called oatmeal? Why is he called oatmeal? You are what you eat, that's why. But you don't just eat oatmeal, you eat a bunch of different things, and I know I do. If you want to know, I started eating oatmeal when I was young, and started eating oatmeal like by myself, cooking it on my own, at least by the time I was 8. I was born in Oregon in '85. I was homeschooled. I went to high school. I went to some Bible colleges in New York and West Virginia. I went to some Bible camps, and I was a camp counselor for 5 years. I worked in Portland, Oregon. I was living in Portland, Oregon for 4 years, and that was after going to Bible college for 3 years, and then going to community college in Portland, working in Portland, and I knew a lot of people from all sorts of different things like Salvation Army and camp, and I'm just I'm going here and going there, doing this, doing that all my life, off and on, college and work and working at camp as a counselor, doing this, doing that. You wouldn't imagine. You wouldn't know unless if you were there. And I met a lot of people. But I say that to say that's who I am. After that, I'm jumping ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why I'm so random. That's why I'm oatmeal, because I'm the bread of your life. Not really, but wish I was. Jeez. The biggest thing I've done in my life was going to Vietnam, teaching English for 5 years, and that's a really quick summary of my life. If you're listening, that's basically my life, and a few other things like trying to make the best website in the world called Mia Omnia. Mia Omnia. That's Latin for my everything, and we were working on that, but we we're not making any money, so we stopped. It's difficult trying to. We're trying to make. We were trying to make a website that would be competing with Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, Google, and everything else combined, because it was my everything. You really can't get more random than that. But that's done with, gone away, gone with the wind. It's totally gone. Oh no, it's totally gone, I guess. But I'm still here. So I keep trucking, keep going. And so anyways, I say that to say, who am I? That's who I am. No, not really. You're not really defined by who you are. I like talking. So what does that mean? I don't know what it means. But I like talking about everything all at the same time, and I like freestyling. I don't know where my heart is. Like that. Sometimes better, maybe not. But freestyling, like a little bit like Weird Al. If Weird Al was my daddy, My mommy would be one tough cookie. My mom would be Austin Powers. Yeah, baby, yeah. And Harry Potter. It'd be a three-way. And I'd come out of one of them, even though it's not possible. It'd be great. But it'd be huge. I was supposed to be Trump, but I'm actually Batman. You gotta remember that Batman is not Scooby-Doo. So whenever you're trying to impersonate Batman, you're like, I'm Batman. Once you start getting goofy, then you start to sound like Scooby-Doo. I'm Batman! Hey, Scabby! Hey, Scabby! I'm Scabby. What's his name? Scooby? I do voices. Like Doomcock. Those other people. I don't mean to name drop here because it's like, who am I to name drop some of these people that I actually liked? I'm not trying to mock. Not trying to mock people when I name drop, but name dropping is very fun to do. And maybe you shouldn't do it because I don't know, because I say that because I feel like I think about why do some people not do it? And the conclusion in my head would be, who knows, who cares? Actually, there's probably a lot of reasons why you would or would not want to mention some people, but we don't have time to talk about that right now. I just wanted to just say nothing in this video. That's it. I just wanted to put my headphones on, even though I'm not listening to anything right now, because these headphones are kind of cool, and I got it off Amazon. They're lopsided. It's like my brain. And I just traded my beard last night, and it's not totally gone, and so it's like I can't make up my mind. But I have some what do you call it? No hair here. What do you call it? Bald spots. Jeez. So this is an intro video, and I always tell myself, like, you should make an intro video that's not really long. It should be like 1 minute, where it's like, maybe I should do that. Maybe not right now, obviously, but it's like maybe I should just show a bunch of random clips from all the random videos that I've been in or that I've made and edited the last 24 years. Wow. What an old man. I've been around just as long as Alex Jones. And I just wanted to say that if you wanted to try to understand me, it's going to be a little bit more difficult right now because I don't have it all organized yet. But I'm working on it, and that's one of my goals, because I haven't done the best job at it for a really long time. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And one of the reasons was I was trying not to be famous or cool or popular, because I feel like I would run into some problems if I became too big too quickly. Problems on my end and other people's ends, combination of both. And I'm not here to really talk about that right now, but except to say that it might have been a mistake in some ways, but not totally, so I don't totally regret some of the stuff I've done in the past. But I do and I don't, but it doesn't really matter. It's part of who I am, the journey of my life and everything that's happened and things that I did and didn't do. But I'm not here to talk about that, except to say I know that there's perception that people can have about me, but at the same time, I know that there's a lot of people who don't even know me. So I know that I've been a pretty silly person around a lot of people. Online and offline, I've been a little bit too excessively out of context, a little bit too random, a little bit, just lacking context, content, quality content, the ability to to reference, the ability to be understandable can take time, structure. It can take a lot of things, but I'm not here to really to talk about that except to say I've been working on organizing my autobiography and a little bit about myself on my blog. That's on Hive blog. That's hive.blog/@JoeyArnoldVN. Mostly there, but over the years I've been on different websites, different places, online and offline. Suffice to say, all over the place. And people told me, you're all over the place. I don't know where you are, especially on Facebook. Some people have said, I don't know which one is you. Which one's the real you? Let the real Oatmeal Joey Arnold please stand up. Who are you really? Like, what are you doing? What do you want? Please stand up like Slim Shady. Let the real Joey Arnold please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Are you done hanging out with your mother? No. I need another 20 minutes before I can finish. You're terrible. Okay, I know I am, but what are you? I don't know, man. That's it. It's important to understand what kind of person am I, because the kind of person that I am will be reflected in the kind of videos that I write, that I make, the kind of articles that I write. That's what I was trying to say. And so who am I? That's more important. Welcome to my channel. I'm Oatmeal Joey Arnold. So who am I? I don't know. Who are you? Get out of my face. None of your business. That's how I feel sometimes. But bottom line, I feel like a nut. Sometimes you are a nut. Sometimes you are just a nut. Sometimes you're just a nut. In a nut ball. And what did I say? Nut ball. That's not funny. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Except to say, in a nutshell. In a nutshell. So I just made I made a video not too long ago, and I was like, what do they call it? And somebody commented and said, in a nutshell. I couldn't even remember. That's how insane it was. It is. It has been. It will always be. So I'm a little excited. I like making videos, but I've been a little bit discouraged because of being deactivated, being terminated, being kicked off of YouTube like 3 or 4 times, and having thousands of videos and thousands of hours like taken off and burned. And it's like book burning, and it's pretty discouraging. But more of the story is get back up and get back on, get back in, get to stand up, stand by, stand by. Why would I want to stand by? I'm a proud boy, but in a good kind of way. Why do some people don't like that? I don't understand. But I'm here to tell you that that's how the cookie crumbles, and that's what it's all about when you're shaking what your mom gave you, and you're like, well, I don't know, my mom gave it to me. Well, why would my mom give me something that she's not proud of? Like, Mommy, I want to go hang out with all the big boys and like show them what they gave me. And I was like, look, my mommy gave me this. Oh no, my mom. And I come home, my mom got scared. She said, you guys started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight. My mom was scared. She said, hey, you're eating this candy. You need to stop eating candy. It's like sugar. It's like, no, better yet, it's like coffee. It's just making you shake all the time. It's like, oh, man, you're losing your soul. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to lose my soul. So, where do I find my sanity? Well, you can find your sanity on OatmealJoeyArnold.com, not a website. Stupid. Why is it not a website yet? Because I don't have money. All I want to do is bang, 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 and take your money. It's a good song. There's a lot of good songs. There's a lot of good stuff out there. One of the problems that people have is they don't know how to find things. Let me use my hands. My name is Oatmeal Joey. I'm here to come with you with another video. That's kind of funny. But obviously when I do it, it's different. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. This is the intro video. Pretend this is just a minute long. 1 minute, and it just says, Oatmeal Joey Arnold song. I'm Batman. I'm endorsing oatmeal because I don't eat lobster for breakfast. I eat oatmeal. Wow, really, Batman? Yes. You're not ashamed of eating oatmeal? That's disgusting. You're a cannibalist? No, I eat to see oatmeal. Oh, I see. So, I'm getting sidetracked. But I was just going to say, who am I? Who am I? Who are you? I am what I am. The world is but a stage. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 I need a hamburger. Merrily, 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 my life is but a dream. And the whole world is but a stage, said William Shakespeare. Having sex with Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen wouldn't be a good thing. Because it's like an old man. It's like, I'm involved in trafficking. Wait, no, I'm not. Why? Because he was a good guy. Guys don't do that. That's why people respect William Shakespeare. He wouldn't do that. It's funny. I don't know why it's funny because I just always tell myself not to say things. Feels like I'm self-censoring, centered, and I'm self-censoring. Am I saying that right? Am I talking? Obviously. Oh, I'm also testing my webcam that's built into my laptop. Looking at it, I see it's making a white wall look orange. I was gonna say yellow orange, a yellowish orange. I like talking and being really, really extremely random. Like I said, this is the tale of Oatmeal Arnold being random and stuttering and blubbering, muttering his words to the point where nobody can understand what the hell he's talking about. What the hell is he talking about? I don't know, man. Get out of my face, you freaking loser. All I can say is I do a bunch of things online and offline, mostly online. Online and offline for a long time. Born in 85. And also, I forgot to mention I was working with the Salvation Army in Hawaii for a year. But we're not here to talk about that right now. We're here just to say really quickly, who am I? And I keep on getting sidetracked because obviously, apparently, I'm not here. But what I try to do when I'm making a meme, when I'm making something, tweeting, Facebooking, when I'm writing a post, an article or something, when I'm making a video, when I'm doing something, whatever it is, some kind of art, whatever it is, it's just going to be random. It's going to be just something. And I don't have a brand. Or I have a lot of brands. Actually, that's more accurate to say that I'm all over the place, and that might be bad in some ways. Some people would say that, definitely. If I was watching somebody say that on Modern Wisdom. Which is on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. So it's almost like, not everything, obviously, but it's like a lot of things are. So it's like, get to the point where you're like, do I even need to say on YouTube? Almost like saying on TV. I saw this show and it was on TV. What a monopoly. Wow. I do all these kinds of things and it's all over the place. And one of my goals in my life is structuring and branding and organizing some of the stuff that I've done and some of the things I'm doing in order to let people know, let people see some kind of portfolio. Did I say that correctly? Portfolio. So easy just to talk incorrectly. Wow. Just to be like, hey man, can you understand what I'm saying? Can you understand? Can you understand what I'm saying? So I like describing myself as a person who is like everything. And I've heard people say that's crazy. You can't be everything. I'm Oatmeal Jar Arnold. I'm a doctor, scientist, blogger, writer, family historian. Um, did I say doctor? A natural remedy doctor? A naturopath kind of person in a way. And um, I was an English teacher. I was a camp counselor. I've been like kind of like a carpenter, landscaper, painter, bunch of random stuff. But a lot of people have been, and not only have people done a lot of random stuff in their lives, it's pretty normal, and people should have the ability to do all these things, and so to the point where it's like it's expected or it should be expected that a man, I don't know about women because I'm not one, but I can tell you that a man should have the ability to do a whole lot more than what I've done. Like, imagine people say this. They say, I can do all these things, but I can't do half the things that my father was able to do. And he couldn't do half the things his father could do. And his father couldn't do half the things that his father could do. And his father couldn't do half the things that his father was able to do. Generally speaking, there has been some bit of a decline, and that it's really unfortunate. And it's like people got to get back to how tough and flexible people have been. People have been a master of everything. No, what do you call it? Jack of all trades and a master of one, not a master of none. Stephen Crowder talked about that, and just the ability to do half of what your father's able to do. Alex Jones talks about that, and so it's like on one hand, it's like you don't need to talk about it because it's like it should be self-explanatory and it should be common sense. But on the other hand, it's like you got to talk about it because a lot of things have been dying out, and that's unfortunate. But we live in a world where things are falling apart, and on purpose, might I add. A lot of things have been engineered that way, and it's too bad. And so it takes a lot of leaders a lot of time to put things back together and to encourage people to come together, kind of thing. And it's worth it. Not everybody's going to be a leader. A lot of people prefer to follow. You got to just remember that you're going to run into a lot of people who are followers. And if you're making content for people, if you're writing something or you're making a video, for example, it's like you have to think, who is my audience? Is my audience going to be more focused on those other leaders? Am I going to lead other leaders to be better leaders, better fathers, better? You fill in the blank. Or am I going to just make stuff for the general public? And personally, I've gone back and forth in my desire to help the leaders and to help everybody in general. And there's different ways to do things, different styles, different approaches that you have to consider. And you should try your best to tailor yourself, market yourself, brand yourself the best you can to do what you're doing, to do what you want to do, whether it's more focused on normal people or not normal people. And generally speaking, a lot of people tailor their stuff on normal stuff for normal people, and that's good. I haven't done that a lot. I kind of do it sometimes, but I kind of go back and forth, and that's one of my failures that I'm thinking about and working on. Almost to the point where I feel like if I were to narrow it down to just two things, I would try to have two channels or two personas, one for the general public and the other one for the leaders. But it's very difficult, and for the most part, like I don't know how many people do it, but people tend to emphasize more on how do I talk to the general public, because you're gonna see the general public most of the time, and you want to keep that in mind. In the back of your mind, you want to think, okay, is somebody gonna understand what I'm saying? For the first time, if they just jump in the middle of a live stream, in the middle of a video, in the middle of an article, in the middle of whatever, are they gonna understand me? I think this would be a good topic to talk about in another video. But right now, I'm doing this in an intro video, which means, like I said, I'm totally random. I like all kinds of things, and I was going to add psychology. I should probably make a list and just read it off. That might be a little bit better. But I like philosophy and psychology, and so that's why I like watching stuff on Molyneux and all kinds of people. And one of the things that I was thinking of doing was just doing like videos where I show you other people and say, hey, if you guys like video games and movies, you should go watch Geeks and Gamers in the Fandom Menace in general. Those people, I like them. I like them a lot. And if you're looking for stuff about those kinds of things, you should probably consider looking at them, looking at those people, the people behind Geeks and Gamers. And they have a website, geeksandgamers.com. You can Google it and find it. And they have YouTube channels and people in that network or people associated with the networks and a few other semi-related channels. You can find them and you can follow them. And I'm trying to say right now that I like helping people find things. And so that's why I'm saying that. For example, that might be one of the things that I do sometimes. Try to introduce people to stuff, all kinds of things. How-to videos and how to find stuff, which is another type of how-to. How to find stuff, how to find people. It can be very difficult, and it can be time consuming, and but it's a little bit of a skill. So I kind of like teaching people skills and stuff, and it's extremely time consuming to teach people how to think, how to analyze, how to figure things out on their own. And when you teach people those kinds of things, you put yourself out of a job, which is kind of self-destructive. Some people would argue. I think it's pretty liberating. So I try to do it sometimes, but not enough, and so I need to up my game. And I need to finish writing an article, a series of 8 articles on the first debate between Trump and Biden. And I post a bunch of random stuff in general there on my blog. Like I said, I like doing random stuff because I'm a random person doing random things. And I'm going to put a bunch of stuff on my to-do list and then never get to it. Actually, I do try to get to it, and it's just pretty challenging. But This has been 30 minutes. I'm going to end it now. Thank you for watching. More out there. There's more out there. I should probably make a sort of video, like I said, where I'm just saying a bunch of random stuff and saying this is who I am. This is what my channel is about. This is not my only channel. Here are some playlists. Here are some of my other channels that might still be on YouTube, or you can go to these other websites and offline, but also these other websites. And so it's like, get off this website and go to another website. This is not the only website. It's like, this is not the only website on the internet. But a lot of people can be very focused. I want to say too focused on one website over another website, one ghetto social network over another one. And it's discouraging, but it's like, oh, I'm only on Facebook. Oh, I'm only on Twitter. Oh, I'm only on YouTube and Snapchat and Instagram and your mommy. I'm on top of your mommy, mommy.com. Jeez, TikTok. What else? I don't know. I'm not a kid. I was a kid. I'm still a kid. I look like a kid, but I'm not. And I'm wearing lopsided. Lopsided is not lopsided. Headphones. And I think I'm a little more excited now. But I was like almost falling asleep in the middle of the video, most of the video. And I'm feeling like I just added this video like PewDiePie does all the time. Or whoever does it. And that's time consuming. I can share my screen because I'm using shout out to StreamYard. And no, I'm talking a little bit silly, and I can do that sometimes. And I being kind of fake, but not fake, because I'm not fake, but I'm silly and random stuff. But obviously when I'm talking to people in real life, I don't always talk like this, but very close to like this. I'm not totally off the ball, off the monkey, off the mommy, not the mommy, said the dinosaur baby to the dinosaur people on the ABC live action animation, not animation, but like, it's like, what do you call it? It's like they're puppeteers, like walking puppets, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I'm here to say, maybe I should just start over. Can we start over? Is this real life? Batman. Let me know. Is this a good intro? The goal of this video was supposed to be simply let people know what your channel is all about. Well, my channel is about nothing and everything, like Seinfeld. And random stuff, too random to even say, to even understand. And then I have these other channels, and some of them are gone because I got terminated, because YouTube's like, you were a bad boy because the copyright and the fair use, and we don't have fair use, actually. And we're just gonna, because of what happened, and you're not gonna stand a chance. But it's like, this is who I am. I'm not here to talk about that. What am I talking about? It's here to say, hey, this is who I am. This is welcome. This is my channel. I'm here and talk about this. I talk about that, and then I have videos about this, and I have videos about that, but then these videos are not here anymore because they were removed. But then these other videos, but they're not finished. But they're rough draft. They're not really good. They're not really organized. You can't understand. They're not complete. It's a rough draft. It was my head hurts. No, it doesn't. I'm joking, but. Using my hands. I like talking with my hands. It just makes it fun. But then I'm like, I don't have to talk like with my hands because I'm always like typing instead of making videos. So it's like, get out of Dodge and get into Dodge or Ford and have a mechanical car instead of an electronical car because you want to have a something that's more secured. And whose line is it anyways? Maybe I could talk for a whole hour. Of course I can, but why would I do that? Because it's fun. Okay. Jeez. Like I said, I could just repeat myself forever. But that would be the definition of insanity, unless if it's not. Because it's really hard to actually repeat yourself entirely if you're a person like me, because when you try, you end up saying different things. Actually, it's kind of like the same thing, but in a different order. It's just like, so like in my mind, I'm like actually a little bit fascinated with what I'm saying because I'm like, wow, that's so deep. I see dead people all the time. Then I realize they're not dead yet. They're not dead yet. They're not dead yet. They're not dead. 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 I'm Oatmeal Joe Arnold. This is my pipe. That's my life.